Why the Narcissist Manipulates You. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Narcissists and manipulation go hand in hand. Why is it that the narcissist manipulates you? Well, as you ought to have started to understand following my video, The Prime Aims, the reason the narcissist manipulates you is the pursuit of the prime aims. The vast majority of narcissists don't know that they aren't narcissists. This means they don't know that they are behaving in the way that they are behaving in order to pursue the prime aims. Indeed, the unaware narcissist doesn't know that they're manipulating, and if you were to accuse them of being manipulative, you would come straight up against the first line of the twin lines of the narcissistic defense: denial. I'm not manipulative. What do you mean? No, I'm not like that. I only said it because I care about you. Or, well, that only happened because X didn't do what they ought to have done. The unaware narcissist is incapable of seeing that they are manipulative. The aware narcissist, a much rarer beast, but it exists, knows that they're being manipulative, but they won't admit it to you unless it's deemed that such an admission serves a purpose. But for the most part, no admission will be forthcoming because that will transfer power from the narcissist to you by furnishing you with that knowledge. That would amount to a threat to control, which of course is one of the prime aims, the maintenance of control. The vast majority of narcissists don't realize they're being manipulative and will deny that they're being manipulative if challenged in that regard. The purpose of the manipulations is to get the narcissist to achieve the prime aims. First and foremost, to assert control over the relevant appliance in the fuel matrix, be they a tertiary, secondary, or primary source. To maintain that control and to nullify any threats to the relevant control. The manipulations are designed to allow the narcissist to draw fuel, the lifeblood of the narcissist, from the relevant appliance. The manipulations are designed to allow the narcissist to acquire character traits and also to access residual benefits. Accordingly, the purpose of the manipulation is to get to the prime aims. Why is it a manipulation? It is because its purpose is self-serving. Whatever it is that the narcissist is saying or doing, it is designed to serve the narcissist's needs. That means it's a manipulation, because it isn't, for instance, an act of altruism. It isn't a genuine act of kindness. It's all about behaving in a particular way so that the narcissist is able to get to the prime aims. That's what the manipulations do, and because that's what they seek, that's why they are manipulations. What is it that allows the narcissist to manipulate? Well, that rampant sense of entitlement. That idea that they are superior to everybody else so that they are access all areas. That they can do what they want, whenever they want, with whomsoever they choose. That they can go to places unhindered. That they can treat people in a particular way. That sense of entitlement allows the narcissist to manipulate. The absence of emotional empathy, a complete disregard for the impact of one's actions on another human being, propels and allows the narcissist to manipulate. A lack of accountability. It's never the narcissist's fault, it's always somebody else's fault. And as a consequence of that, this is what enables the narcissist to manipulate, because they are free from the consequences of doing so, because the narcissism decrees it as such. To some extent, the grandiosity of narcissists, although grandiosity isn't present in all schools of narcissist, the idea that the narcissist is this fantastic individual and is grandiose in behaviours also allows the manipulations to take place. It's like being a master conjurer, a master illusionist. The fact of haughtiness is also something which allows the manipulations to take place because of the dismissiveness that the narcissist has for the person that is being manipulated. Accordingly, the absence of conscience, of guilt, of accountability, having no emotional empathy, those are the things which allow the narcissist to manipulate. They are not concerned by, oh, should I be doing this? Or might this hurt somebody? There is no check in that regard. The only check would be in relation to the concept of control, facade management, but not in the sense of a moral compass or some form of conscience, which would ordinarily prevent somebody, or at least cause them to reconsider whether they were going to manipulate somebody. Stripped of these checks and balances, the narcissist is designed to be manipulative. In the same way that a shark is designed to live and thrive in water, the narcissist is designed to be manipulative and has been created without certain things and with others, which enables the narcissist to manipulate. What is it that drives this manipulative behaviour? Well, as I've explained, the goal is seeking the prime aims, but the engine to cause the narcissist to do this is, in some instances, the ignition of fury. Heated fury or cold fury is the engine which propels the narcissist to deploy certain manipulations, whether it's a cold shoulder, a present silent treatment, the application of physical violence, shouting at somebody, triangulating them, engaging in a circular conversation. The fury that exists beneath the surface is a driver of the behaviour. The victim mentality is also a driver of this manipulative behaviour. In essence, it's not fair that I have been mistreated, therefore I am justified in this action. That is typically the mentality of a mid-range narcissist, covering lower mid-range, middle range A, middle range B, and upper mid-range. The victim mentality is present in all narcissists, but is most prevalent in those of a mid-range persuasion. And that victim mentality causes the narcissist to see that taking the action that they do is appropriate. Again, the unaware narcissist does not see that they are being manipulative. On the contrary, they see that what they're doing is entirely proper and justified. Indeed, they take the view that they have the moral high ground, because the way that the narcissism warps their perspective of the world is to cause them to believe that they are the individual that is on the receiving end of inappropriate and horrible treatment. Thus, having such a victim mentality, alongside the presence of heated ignited fury or cold ignited fury, drives the narcissist to behave in a manipulative fashion and thus arrive at the prime aims. What is a manipulation? When it comes to the narcissist, it is any act whereby the narcissist is interacting or contemplating an interaction with another person. Let us take, for example, that I am on my own, and I pour myself a nice cold glass of Voss mineral water. Is that a manipulation? No. Why? There's nobody else there. I am not pursuing the prime aims. I'm simply thirsty. and therefore I am not interacting with another appliance, and as a consequence of that, there is no manipulation. My girlfriend returns from running. She's perspiring and she's hot. I pour her a glass of Voss mineral water. Is that a manipulation? There will be some that would think that it is not, because they see that a manipulative act is only one whereby it is cruel, unpleasant, unfair. But it is an act of manipulation. Why? On the surface, it may appear that I've poured her a glass of Voss mineral water as a consequence of being kind. But that's what it appears like. Strip it back, and underneath, the prime aims are being sought. This supposed act of kindness is there to control her. She elicits her thanks, and as a consequence, that provides me with some fuel. Accordingly, 2 of the prime aims have been achieved, and in so doing, I have manipulated her. On another occasion, she returns from running, and this time I stand there in front of her, and I consume the contents of the cylindrical bottle of Voss, so she becomes annoyed with me. Is that a manipulation? It is. I have sought to control her by a malign act of drinking all the water so there's none for her, and draw fuel from her by virtue of her being upset at my activity. Thus she has been manipulated. So you will see that the interaction that I have with her, whether it is benign, i.e. I give her a drink, or malign, I drink all the water so there's none left for her, is manipulative. Every time a narcissist interacts with you, you're being manipulated. Why? Because they're seeking the prime aims. Their interaction isn't genuine in the sense that it is not for the reasons that you think it is. It is because it is self-serving. Even though the narcissist will do something which would be considered as a kind, a charitable, a decent act, it's still self-serving. The narcissist doesn't do it because it's a good act. It just happens to be a good act that enables the narcissist to get to the prime aims, and thus is a manipulation. There are hundreds of different types of manipulation. Some are quite rudimentary, for instance, shouting at somebody, offering physical or sexual violence, destroying property. Flattery is a form of manipulation. Triangulating you with an object, with an event, or with another person, be it favourably or unfavourably, is a manipulation. Issuing a backhanded compliment, promising gain, false compassion, false contrition, issuing a word salad, they are all manipulations. Controlling you through clothing, controlling you in relation to money, stating that at a certain topic that must never be spoken of, again, the forbidden topic, all of those are manipulations. Revising history, telling you lies, intimidating you, isolating you, subjecting you to false accusations, being vague, bringing up the past, hijacking the conversation, engaging in a circular conversation, an accusation coming out of nowhere. All of those are manipulations. And the narcissist uses both benign and malign manipulations against you, him, her, and them. Every time that narcissist interacts with you, you are being manipulated. In so many instances, you may not even recognize that that's the case, or even feel that you're being manipulated, but you are. The narcissist manipulates to get to the prime aims. A variety of factors, if you like, the design of the narcissist allows the narcissist to be manipulative. It is driven by the victim mentality and the presence of heated and or cold ignited fury. And whenever a narcissist interacts with another individual or contemplates an interaction with another individual, that means that a manipulation is taking place. If you'd like to understand more about some of the manipulations that the narcissist uses, I would encourage you to read my books, Manipulated and The Devil's Toolkit. You can find them on Amazon, and you can also obtain them from the Knowledge Vault, link in the video description. Please do not forget to like this video, to share it to other people that will find it useful, and of course, if you have not done so already, please ensure that you have subscribed. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.